Hello, YouTubers. It is 6/29, 2011. I want to talk to you guys about this Elenin thing. There's a lot of talk on the internet, but no mainstream media coverage. What's going on? Well, I've got a list here, anyways, list of topics about Elenin. Um, there's been a lot of talk about flooding and seismic activity all over the world. Currently, there's a lot of earthquakes happening around the world that they're not reporting about. You can only find it in some of these international seismic websites and what have you. You can go in there and look it up, search it. Supposedly Yellowstone is at level 3, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. That's a pretty serious thing though. If Yellowstone blows, oh crap. Uh, Alignments with this JPL orbital and Elenin, weather changes, Illuminati, higher elevations, solar flares, no-fly zones, 32, I guess, right? That's what I hear. Now, I'm just talking about what I hear and what I've been researching. I'm just a researcher, an amateur researcher, bringing back to you what I've found. It's what I've found is on the internet, the computer, great old internet, right? Something talk about this NASA apparently has control over FEMA and possibly Homeland Security. I don't know. Whatever. That sounds pretty serious to me. Why would they? I thought the White House administration would have some kind of control over that, right? Our military. What's NASA got to do with it? Just a bunch of rocket boys, right? Nah, they know something. Let's talk about magnetics. Google Sky, the nuclear power plant that's underwater right now, that there was an Operation Blackout. You're not supposed to be talking about it in the media. They've cut all media off from talking about this flooding in the Midwest. I don't hear a lot of talk about it. Volcanoes, the list goes on, right? First of all, I'd like to talk about Alex Jones. Alex Jones, man, you are something else. You are one great dude, and you bring a lot to the table for these people to listen to. And you've done a lot of research, and, if you ran for president, I would vote for you. But what I would like to see you do is talk about this Elenin thing. I think you can reach the people. You can reach the masses. Me, I'm just a peon. Um, Hang on. Yeah. We're kind of busy. Yeah, sure, absolutely. You bet. Oh, anyways, sorry about that. That was a business call. Uh, I'm gonna unplug the phone real quick so we don't get any more interruptions. Okay. So, yeah, there's a lot of talk, and all I can say to you folks is do your research. Look into this Elenin thing. It sounds pretty serious. And a lot of you guys that want to bash all the other YouTubers and people that have put this stuff on Elenin and Nibiru and Brown Dwarf, these are people that are just, they're worried just like I am. But I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to spend my life in fear over this thing. If I have only a couple months left, then I want to try to enjoy as much of it as I can. But I'm not saying I'm not preparing, because I am. I'm starting to stock up on food, flashlights, water. Hello, people, you need water to survive, right? That is the most important thing. You can live off your body fat for a few days, but you're going to need water through this whole thing. And caves, I don't know how much water is in caves, but you're going to need some water. So figure out a way to get a whole crap load of water that you can drink for you and your family, friends, whatever. Your survivalist groups, whoever you're associated with. Um, I have put together a little operation myself. Friends, family. Well, not all my family believe in this thing. And I've tried to talk to them about it. And they probably They all think I'm kind of crazy, just like you guys. I mean, we're not crazy. We see something going on in with our country. They're they're evidently hiding something. Obviously, there's too much stuff going on in all these other countries. Our militaries got their boots in other foreign countries. They need to be here. We don't need to be in other countries. If some stuff's going down, I don't know. Look up, do your research. Look up HR 645. This has to do with FEMA. Apparently, our country is broke down in 8 sectors with FEMA. We have one here in Arizona. Yes, I'm in Arizona. Uh, you know, it's apparently up northern. I don't want to go to some damn death camp, FEMA death camp. I don't want to be locked away behind a fence. I'd rather take my chances out here in my neck of the woods. I know my woods. It's actually the desert. It's pretty dry out here, and I'm trying to stock up on water and food right now. And I recommend to you other survival groups doing the same. Anything that you can barter with. Soap is a big one. You guys are going to want to be clean. You don't want to smell like a dead skunk, man, because that's what's going to happen if you don't take a bath for too long. And nobody's going to want to be around you. So start stocking up on your food and water. Flashlight, batteries, solar panels, inverters. Look up DC inverters. I'm an electrical guy. And I know about magnetics too. I install a lot of car audio woofers, and I can tell you magnetics, electromagnetics are one powerful thing. I would call it another element in itself, electricity. You see our lightning bolts, and we call fire, water, earth, wind our elements, right? Well, I think there's a few other ones out there. They're just, haven't got to that point yet. I think we're still in the dark ages. But yeah, electromagnetics are one serious thing. And if you're talking about Elenin, this supposedly comet, who knows? It could be the real deal, and we all need to worry about this thing. I can't stress enough, we need to worry. If we have a planet, as they call it, like a dwarf star, some big rock heading our way in between the Earth and the Sun, what's that going to do to magnetics? Let's talk about magnetics. I have a piece of steel, like from a weight. It's like 4.4 pounds. And I have like a rather small magnet from a woofer. Let me just show you. Look at that. See? See how powerful that magnet is? It's holding that speaker. That speaker's pretty heavy. What can magnetics do to our planet? How does the moon stabilize our tides? How will this affect the sun, solar, the solar flares, loopholes, holes in the magnetic, the way it comes out and around, the negative and positive? How is that going to affect it? The flux. It's amazing. What? That little arrow from the mouse is in our way, right on my nose. Okay. The Illuminati. These are things I'm going to talk about real quick, and then I'm going to get going because I don't have a lot of time for this stuff. We've got the Illuminati, Trilateral Commission, HR 645, HR 7891, I believe, or 7981. It has something to do with something scary that they're talking about. It sounds pretty scary. It's a lot of classified stuff. No-fly zones, 32 no-fly zones. The flooding in the Midwest. I think, Terrell, you might be right about this. If they want to cut the population off, that's a good way to do it from the Great Lakes on down. There'd be 100 or so miles from land to land, from whatever. But you're going to need a boat to get across into the Ozarks, aren't you? Yeah, people are going to get cut off. I think you're right. I think your Elenin timeline is a very sophisticated diagram of how we should look at this thing and how we should conduct our lives here in the near future. Because at the end of the summer, things are supposed to get pretty hairy. We don't know. I don't know. We all just don't know what's going to happen. But it never hurts, like I said, to be prepared. Have a couple extra flashlights, batteries. I have to say, I'm not going to be a worrywart, but I am going to stock up. I would like to live another day. I would like to see next summer, too. I know you guys would. I like having barbecues and hanging out with my family. I'd like to someday see them go to college, my kids. I love my kids. I have 3 of them. You know, I would rather die than to see them die. Okay? We all would. We all want to do the right thing. But we don't need to scare our families right away. We just need to be the men in the family, in the household, and take care of the behind scenes. If our wife asks, "What are you doing?" "Oh, just out in the garage, rearranging the garage." But we're really stocking up on more food, more supplies, ammo, things that you can barter with, soap, all the stuff to wash your armpits, whatever, deodorant. You're going to need these things. Um, there's just so many things going on around the country, around the world right now. They're not reporting on. Um, and supposedly the Elenin and Nibiru, or brown dwarf star, this mini solar system coming in, you can only see it in the bottom, down here at the bottom of the planet, right? In the southern hemisphere, SPT, only through thermal imaging, infrared, okay? The SPT telescope, it's huge, and supposedly there's a lot of military activity going on down there. Gates, fences, barbed wire, the whole bit. And what's the deal with our military training for urban combat in a shall we say winter aspect, winter camouflage, everything in snow? They must know something. Ice Age, why do they have non-hybrid seeds? Alex Jones talks about it all the time. Non-hybrid seeds. They're storing in vaults. Well, it's something we got to look into. You people that don't give us any credit for doing our research, you should do your own research and quit talking down on us, because we're only trying to communicate with other people and warn people. And yes, us people that do have some kind of insight, I'll call them back later. It's one of our guys in the troop. But anyways, yes, we do have an operation going on, and we're pretty serious about it. We all know something's going on, and we have a feeling. Okay, and we're going to go with our gut instinct on this. This is something I've been feeling for a long time. We all know something's not right with our country, and I think this is it. Okay, this got to be it. Something's about to break. We don't want this thing to happen just as much as anybody else does, but we don't want to take any chance. We have families that we're trying to protect. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at that. This is my amateur video. It's 6/29, 2011. All I can say is keep your eyes open, guys. Keep your ears open. Do your research. Do your homework on this thing. Go to JPL. Google it. All you got to do is Google to find that everything that everybody's talking about, these alignments with Japan earthquake and everything. Google it. It's called JPL Orbital. And it'll take you, as long as you have JavaScript, it'll let you run the program, the software, needed to see the comet Elenin coming in, or as they say, Ellie, extinction level event. Nibiru in November. I don't know, aliens, whatever, take me away. Calgon, take me away! Right? Okay. Aliens having sex with our women thousands of years ago? I don't know. Who knows? That's pretty crazy stuff, but it's possible we were genetically engineered, just like we do with goats and tomatoes and stuff. Why couldn't they do something like that if they're far, I should say, advanced in technology, which they quite could be. Yeah, what were they called? The Anunnaki race? Look them up. Anunnaki. Elongated skulls, the big wigs. Yeah, New World Order maybe, huh? What's our country founded on? Why do we have weird stuff on our dollars, on our money? This all ties in financially somehow. It's got to be. I don't know. Follow the money, right? Just like the other guy said. Follow the money. I'm going to leave it at that. Again, YouTubers, I hope this was somewhat informational. Things that you can look up. God, there's so many other things I want to say. And maybe I can, if everybody likes my video, I'll do another one. I've got a whole lot more going on up here. Believe me. But you know what? Like I said, I'm not going to worry about this thing. I'm going to just live my... The thing is, we have to do, most people, is pray. I'm a firm believer in God, and